day. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Ravens will take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. He's back to throw here to start the drive. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first step.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So with the Steelers offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
What's good, you man, bro?
Fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying.
No, I'm playing my game.
Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use Fortnite.
Do you?
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks.
Wow, what's up?
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone's talking about every game's important.
Hey, bro, I voted for 4. That's all I could do. And I tried to get the gang on board, you think? Lou not feeling it. Lou wasn't feeling it.
So it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 40.
When he first introduced it, I'm like, you really just boxed your son out the game.
Jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams.
I guess he wanted to give it a shot and see how the league really feel about it.
Receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Right. Right.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater sliding out of the pocket, and he gets it down to the 32. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind.
It is.
That scramble good for 6 and a first down.
6. First down, Steelers.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
First down.
Right. It helped me out too. It allowed me to stop sitting in one formation and use my playbook.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal.
Yeah, I ain't too upset about that.
I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
You see that? You see, I ain't won't speak on that because that's exactly what I run, right? But I still ain't want to do competitive because I feel like competitive takes away of it being an actual NFL season.
Simply covering receivers.
In competitive, you don't get injuries like talking about. You don't get the random penalties and stuff that come with a real NFL game.
Inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
In competitive, hit power don't really matter. It's just a stat when you play it. You know what I'm saying? Like, fumbles not going to happen like that unless somebody's tired or whatever. It's completely avoidable. That's just me, but if that's what they want to do, I mean, you put it up to a vote.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2nd and 10.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards.
Don't be the same 6-7 coaches.
Keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down.
I feel the same way for Luke. Like, you've been whining about this for the longest. I'm like, the only thing that got better about you is your team. Like, your team get better every year, but your thumbs stay the same.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Baltimore, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double.
That should be their responsibility, right? Yeah.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead. That's why you got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We'll go in there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Now the extra point.
That's probably one thing I don't do enough.
And this
Protect
one's
the
right
stick,
through
man.
to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off.
What, Henry Ruggs?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Steelers offense now.
Oh, yeah. You've been saying that.
You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
You see,
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know,
he don't be thinking about it like that. He just think, as long as I got a body on the field that's fast, I'm good. It don't matter. But when he played in that Super Bowl, he's seen safety's not just going to tackle no Najee Harris. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. So even though they free, they get into the spot. You run it through.
And again, it's Bridgewater.
Right.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now.
That's what I'll be trying to tell. I'm like, Isaiah Simmons ain't no Ron Landry or nothing, you dig? Like,
We'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Bridgewater again. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the
That's how you got to do it.
Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Makes the score Ravens 14. Steelers
line drive straight to him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Oh, you can't do what he do without putting work. That ain't the thing.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there.
Exactly.
1st and 10 at the 19.
If I had to worry about 2 other things on top of that, oh.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
from 19 yards away. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
The kicker on.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Hate
Well, we
it.
talk about
I
adjustments. We
hate
used to
it.
talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense.
If you got a linebacker sitting in the mid zone, they still gonna roll out and follow the
Do
quarterback.
they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every
He
direction.
will be in a perfect spot to sit there on the tight end, but you watch the quarterback.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete.
I'm about to say, hold on, man, because I didn't beat Javon 2 years in a row in the AFC Championship.
After the incompletion.
10 yards to go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So we reach half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Getting the Ravens and then,
Steelers 6.
The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry. So it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
that's blockbuster trade.
Man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
1st and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice.
Yeah, you got, I think you got 2 from me.
But it didn't go your way. At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach.
You gave me that in.
Determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Nah, I hit the button.
As the Ravens push further front. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things?
Telling Josh, like, you should have no excuse. You got bread, you got a full off season, you got a first round pick. Like, I don't know nothing.
He's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets to about the 44.
I was thinking about if we ever had to reset, I'd probably go to Cincinnati.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him.
Because when we did the little 21 league last year, I kind of got attached to little Joe Burrow.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
Bridgewater's pass.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He can run for it, and he will.
Holding offense.
No. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Right.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
10-yard loss on the play.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Call out a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter.
Yeah.
Good second.
Right.
Continue that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence.
I tried trading. It's funny you say that because I tried getting the Giants first round pick. Right? I'm like, oh, they're a CP team, they trash. But thinking about it, they really not trash because all we do is send people over there. Pro Bowlers, we don't want them over.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics.
He like pick number 11. I'm like, that ain't really why I traded for you.
He's doing that in this game.
4 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
He had the best team in the league at one point.
22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that
He's not, because he asked me on the side one time, like, yo, how you beat CPU?
but you and I both know it goes deeper than that.
I'm
they
like,
get it together in
I
their
don't
own
really know how
facility.
to explain it
Look
to
each other in
you.
the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break
Like,
this
just look at
losing
my
streak?
lines and run
And
if
they
I
really
run, I
came
guess,
together with a
but
good week of practice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
it ain't something I can really put into words. It ain't just do this one thing when you beat CPU.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low.
You know exactly what play I'm running.
From the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And
Steelers on third
could not
down.
believe
A pretty woeful
Tim
0
lost
for
to
5
my
thus
team in
far.
overtime.
This is 3rd and 14.
I could not.
Now he's hit. Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the
Oh, yeah, they're going to let you know.
Forget, absolutely. They'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet.
Right. You got your stat games and you got your games where you need to just get up out of there.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Oh,
and
of course.
Bring him down at the 13-yard line. That puts a good dent into the
I'm playing the Steelers right now, though. They got games like this one, killing them. And games where Minka Fitzpatrick just sitting with the ball at.
On 2nd down and 4. Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go
No,
to the defense's room
I was out of commission. I was on auto for like 5 games.
and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his
I'm looking at this ticker, and the Titans beating the Texans right now. So it looked good. So it looked good.
Sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
At their own 26-yard line.
That's going to be the 2nd year in a row.
That's
going to be the 2nd year in a row, man.
Last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 on the return.
That's kind of how Josh was with Lou in the Super Bowl. I'm up here with Lou in the chat. I'm watching the game. He like, bro, he gonna make this 50-yard field goal. He ain't made one all year. This and that. Josh like, nigga, you trash.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get
it shouldn't have. It shouldn't.
It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did.
He'll run the stats up on the CPU, but
nice play for the offense.
I don't mean that.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Bridgewater.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44.
To the air.
Right. I didn't hear about it.
To the tight end Boyle. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line.
I don't know about that.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. He's going to let it fly into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the
get-go. Oh, he hates Madden the most. I had drag
Madden. He has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the
Madden don't represent a real football field.
Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking
Yep.
on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are
It's
working
at the
and clicking.
5-yard
They
line.
think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong, whatever you call.
Yeah, it took V like 6 seasons to finally understand what was going on. Right. Right. That's why he takes so much pride in the Muffin Man stuff and all of that. But I'm like, it still ain't real football principles. That's why you struggle against some of the people you see. Troy's still gonna run his offense. He just gonna run it around you. He one man. That's 11 on 11. I still don't know how to stop. I just do what T do. I come up. I let him play underneath. He take whatever you want underneath. That's fine. But I'm coming up and I'm going to hit stick every time. I'm putting that helmet on, and he can't stand that. But I'm like, that's real football. And the real NFL, I done seen it happen plenty times, G man. Especially with the Saints. We'll have this nice little finesse offense, and then we'll play the Rams or the 49ers or somebody, and they'll just bring the wood. Stop all that stuff. Exactly. You don't want to catch nothing underneath, go across that middle. Ray Lewis or somebody sitting there. You don't want to do that. That's real football. I pray he don't, G man. Don't do that. Don't do that. I never tell him either. It's crazy because I think he knows this. He just could care less. Because when I watch him play Troy, they do run the ball when they get in the red zone. They understand that. But other than that, they really don't care. Like, Lil V will drive back and run the same play 100 times. He do not care. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, last time I seen Lil V with the play lock on, I put 77 on. So you know I'm voting for the full plays, right? Right. Oh, you catch me off guard with that stupid tight end all the time. Oh man, that's the worst. Especially if I know I gotta sell out to stop the run. I'm bringing the safety in. Right. Yeah, it's demoralizing. Yeah. That's a good point. In the heat of the game, I just be like, I gotta get this nigga off the field. That's all I really be thinking about. But it would be better for you if you, regardless if he scored or not, if he got to take 15 plays to do it, that's not really a bad thing. Yeah, that's one thing UNJ good for. Y'all got to score in that fourth quarter. Y'all gonna take that whole fourth quarter to do it. It's funny you say that because they were saying that about Tom Brady, right? I'm looking, I'm like, I try and do that same thing. 45 seconds left, just take a shot, see if I get some. You might as well, because what you really got to lose? What, he gonna go score in them 30 seconds you throw that pick? Not likely. Ooh. Oh, okay. So yeah. I see what you're saying. All right, right. Yeah, last man for sure. Facts. But man. Right. He the best safety in the game. Terrell Edmonds. Yeah.